8 weeks ago, I would have called myself an atheist, and today I'm calling myself a born-again Christian. So, what happened 8 weeks ago that completely changed everything? If you had told me that today I would be making a video about my journey into Christianity and being a Christian, I would have said to you that it was more likely that pigs could fly. I would have called you absolutely crazy because I was so far away from Christianity. I was actually running in the other direction. You see, I grew up in church. I grew up in one of those Blue Brothers kind of church where, you know, it's happy and, you know, the singing is just amazing and there's preaching and it's very much a tight community. And I grew up, I was born in church, my parents were Christians and my dad was a minister. And as time went on, when I reached the age of about 21, because I'd committed and I was active in the church. I was Sunday school teacher. I even thought about being a missionary. But at the age of about 21, 22, I really started to question my faith, just ask some really deep soul-searching questions. And as I asked those questions, what I found was I wasn't getting any answers back. In a matter of fact, what was said to me, and that was in the 80s, was that I shouldn't be asking that kind of question. It was a sign that I wasn't walking in the faith. And, you know, that was like red rag to a bull. So I eventually decided that what I saw and what people were saying and my question was not congruent with what I believed a faith person should be. And also I thought that it just doesn't make sense. So I left the church. And, you know, people who say, oh, you're leaving to sin. Yes, I did sin. And, you know, to enjoy the pleasures of the world. But the main reason I left was because I just wanted clarity. I wanted a better understanding. I wanted a better explanations for things like inequality. I wanted to know why and how we could make things better, how we could have a better world, and what my role was in what my small contribution could be in that process. I just wanted things to make some kind of rational sense. So I left the church. I left the church and I ran as fast as I could in the opposite direction. I became an atheist, feminist. You know, I looked at all different sorts of ideologies. To give you an analogy, we're all wearing spectacles and we're all wanting to have more clarity and to see things more clearly. We want to understand ourselves in the world, and we want our world to make sense to us so that we have some kind of control over the way in which it is heading. So we put on different spectacles, and I put on the Marxist spectacle, the feminist, the humanist, you know, but all my spectacles, all the things I looked into deeply, feminism, I looked into them and I thought I could understand without God. I didn't see any need for God. For 30 years, I saw no need for God in my life, or for God to give me an explanation of the things I wanted to understand. The church glasses that I'd been given as a child, they definitely didn't fit. and I literally stamped on them. But what I didn't realise is that, yes, I was just putting on different kinds of glasses, and with each pair of glasses that I put on, you get a tunnel vision. You see things from your perspective. So if you're a Marxist, you're seeing things in terms of class, and inequalities and unfairness. If you're a feminist, you're then seeing things in terms of your perspective as a woman and the unfairness of how men treat you. If you're looking to even build a life as a humanist, you're then saying, what am I in relation to religion? And you're trying to define yourself. So you're looking through a very specific kind of lens. And what I realise is, yes, tunnel vision, part-sightedness, and sometimes even blindness. So 8 weeks ago, something happened to me. And that thing, all I can say is it's given me 20/20 vision. It's given me vision with such clarity that I don't need any glasses. They're useful, they might be helpful, but they're not a need. I was blind and now I see. And I want to take you on that journey of how an atheist becomes a Christian, and how it can happen when you don't intend it, when you don't actually think you want it, and when you least expect it. And I'm going to let you into a secret, and please do not lock me up and throw away the key. I had an encounter with God. So I'm going to tell you about the journey. I'm going to tell you what my life looks like on a day-to-day basis, because what I've realised is that we don't often get an image or a view of what a Christian's life is like. What does it mean to be a Christian? How's your life different from a non-Christian? What has changed? What has changed in my day-to-day life? That's what I want to share with you, what it's like to be a new Christian in 2022. So come on this journey with me. Click the like button below so that I can keep making these videos, and I'll be sharing my journey, my faith journey, my Christian path from atheism to Christianity with you. And I think it's going to be a bumpy ride at times, but that's okay. I'd like to invite you to come along. Whatever specs you've got, whatever you're wearing, whatever prism you see the world through, just come on this journey with me, and yeah, you can make up your own mind. You can just have a look at what it looks like to be a Christian, a born-again Christian, new born-again Christian in 2022. Okay, thank you.